What is up, everyone? It's DV, and today I'm going to be showing you everything about this new, no, not this weapon, this weapon. And yeah, you already know about this weapon. We're going to show this weapon today. This is the new Static Scepter. It is pretty awesome. I can't wait to show this to you because it is really cool. But it is actually one of the best looking weapons in the game, and the question is whether or not it is the best weapon in the game, at least from a magical standpoint. I'll also be showing you how to get it because a lot of people are actually saying they needed to craft it. You don't need to craft it. It's dropped from a mob. So we will cover everything you need to know about this new weapon, including the damage and whether or not it's worth grinding for. Before I begin though, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button and subscribe if you're new, that'd be awesome. So let's go and start over here. We're going to start with these guys. So we're going to cover all these weapons, and these are currently the only magical weapons of the game. So we got 4 right now, and I'd imagine we're gonna actually continue to get these because we don't really have that many magical weapons, and I think we need more of them. So check this out. So this is actually the first one here is the Spellbook. Now, one thing to note, these first 3 weapons here all do the same amount of damage, okay? The only difference between these and this is that these actually do kind of a chain damage. I'm gonna show you everything about that right now. So right here, this is the actual Spellbook. This does a 1-shot for me. Now, I need to tell you something a little bit about magic XP. So let me go over to skill levels because this is important, especially when we're measuring damage, because I'm going to tell you like, oh yeah, this does, 145 damage for me. And you're going to be like, DV, I don't do 145 damage. I either do more or less, right? So you're going to either be doing more or less than me. So if you are higher than level 55 on your magic, you're going to be doing way more damage than me. And if you are lower than level 55, you're going to be doing way less damage than me. And that's because we have these base stats inside magic, right? So level 55, I'm actually doing 165% of magic damage. That is going to be a lot of damage for me. I'm pretty much able to one-shot most of these guys. That's a 2-shot there. This is probably a 2-shot as well. Yeah, it's 2-shot. And then these are 1-shot for me. Now, it just depends on the mob's health, Obviously it's based on health, so I'm doing a certain amount of damage. So sometimes it requires 3 hits, depends on critical hits too. So sometimes I'll get a critical hit and that's going to be more than I would typically make, and that's just a kind of a random chance to do critical hit. So obviously this is a pretty powerful weapon. I'm actually going to go to Buffalo Island because I think it's going to be an easier way to measure how these weapons do damage, and we'll come back to slime in a little bit once we start hitting the scepter to do some comparisons here. But right here I just want to show you these also do knockback, right? So this weapon also does knockback. What is knockback? It basically means when I hit the actual enemy here, it actually bounces. See how it bounces when I hit it? That's knockback, right? Some weapons have more knockback than the others. So check this out. So like the hammer, for example, my gilded hammer, it's going to do a lot more knockback. Look at that. See how they do a big jump? A lot of knockback there. Now, if I do Spellbook, it's not much. It's kind of a tiny knockback. And then if I use my cactus spike, check this out. So see, like it's such a tiny knockback. It does like a little tiny bounce. And then if we do the scepter, there's no knockback whatsoever. And I'm going to cover that in a little bit. Now, coming over to this weapon here, the title, this is actually a really cool weapon. This is one of the best weapons in the game. Basically, the difference between this and the Spellbook is actually 1-shot. It can only hit 1 target at a time, right? So I do this and it's going to hit 1 target. And let me go over, I'm going to go back over to slime real quick because this is the best way to show you is with slimes because they group up a lot and there's a lot more of them. So let me go round a bunch of these up real quick. So let's get these guys and just kind of bring them over. Come on, dudes. Come on, try to kill me. I know you want to kill me. All right, so you can see I've got the Spellbook and it only hits 1. But if I switch over to the title, check this out. All these guys got damage, right? That is a chain effect. So basically what happens is this weapon does damage directly to whatever mob it was. Then it does 100% of its damage. And then any nearby mobs like slimes or whatever you're trying to kill will actually take some damage too, but not 100%. I think it's some kind of percentage. I don't have the stats in front of me. If you want to check out a really cool stat stock, definitely check out Junior Jack has a really good stat stock. If you're looking for like more detailed stats and specifics for mobs and stuff and like drop rates and like damage and secondary damage and all that kind of stuff, check out Junior Jack's guide on my Discord. I'll also link it in my description so you can check it out. But he has a really helpful guide that actually tells you a lot of details of stats and stuff. And of course, some things do change often, including this weapon may change a little bit once I start covering this weapon. It may change a little bit, so I have communicated with Dev a little bit and gave him some feedback. So they may tweak it. It's up to them, but obviously they want to make it the best weapon possible, so they might tweak it. So if you think this weapon's actually pretty bad by the end of this video, they want to make the best weapon. So let's go and jump back over to here. So this weapon here, the Staff of Godzilla, this is the same as a title. It's identical. The only difference here is the visuals, so how the weapon looks. I actually think this looks way better than the regular Spellbook. The other thing you'll notice, there's a little bit bit of a tip, by the way. You can actually hot swap these pretty easily, and they'll actually rapid fire for you. So if I go over back to Buffalo Core, I'm going to show you a hot swap. So if you have the title Spellbook and the Godzilla staff, you can actually do this. So if I cast this guy, I can hot swap to that one. Pretty much rapid fire these all day long. Look how fast that is. It's like back to back. It's like immediate kills. So that is the title, and this is just kind of a variant of the title. Now let's cover the Static Scepter. So what I want to do is I'm actually going to go back, and we're going to show a comparison here between every single mob here. And I'm going to show you how you get the weapon as well. So if you do not know how to get the weapon, I will show you how to get it. So we're back here with these guys. I'm not going to show you this Spellbook because you already know the damage. I'm going to show you the best one here though. So you see, I can actually one-shot these, right? I'm not really at risk of taking damage. If I run over here and just kind of gather them up, so I can move fast, right? When I have this weapon equipped, and when I'm firing, I can still move very quickly, right? So I'm circling them. So I'm moving very quickly. It doesn't take long to kill multiples, you know, especially the slimes. Now with this new weapon, I can still run around pretty fast when I'm, you know, just holding it. But what happens is once I start actually attacking, right? It's pretty quick, but it's not one shot. Like it takes about twice as long. So see how long it took to kill that green? Look how long it takes to kill that. It's a really, really cool looking weapon, but look how long it takes to kill these. So, you know, you're going to spend a lot longer than say something like this where it's immediate. There's 3 hits on the pink. Now let's go. I'm going to show you the Buffalo Core real quick and show you how long it takes to kill a Buffalo Core with these weapons. I'm only going to be showing you between this one and this one at this point. So we're going to go and put these weapons away because title has been king for so long. We need to see if we can get dethroned by this thing. All right, so here's the title. The fact that I can keep them pretty far away from me, right? I'm never really at risk of getting damaged. I'm pretty safe for the most part because of the knockback, right? So I didn't even, I might have taken like a little bit of damage from that, but because of this knockback, I'm pretty safe. I don't have to get hit. Now let's switch over to the scepter, okay? We're going to switch over to this. Look how long I'm getting hit right now. I'm moving away from them, and look how long even while I'm moving the target here is I'm about to die. I'm about to die, dude, and it's not even hitting it. So I have to kind of run away a lot, and these are still alive. Now I've had it where it takes like, if you can get directly on them correctly, oh my gosh, I'm about to die. If you can get it on them correctly, then you can pretty much kill them. It usually takes about 3 to 4 seconds to kill them with the scepter from what I've seen, and a little less than 2 seconds with the title. So the title is doing a lot more damage for me at level 55, and I'm about to die, dude. And it just takes way longer to kill with the scepter. So the scepter visually looks way better, but I'm just going to show you again. We're going to go back to the title. Let me heal myself up because I'm just about died. All right, so let's go back to title. All right, here we go. So there's this one. You're done. Obviously, some of these might have already gotten some damage from my scepter, but I don't really have to do a whole lot. I can just kind of run around these guys. And part of it could be the speed of walk speed with the scepter. It could just be a matter of adjusting that, but I also think there's some damage. There's a little bit of a lack of damage with them. So this is like a direct on hit, right? I'm just going to stand here without moving just to show the damage. And it's like the kind of the damage thing kind of scatters as well because it's static, right? This guy's still alive. There we go. It just takes way longer to kill, and it has 0 knockback, so you're pretty much in the line of fire with these guys. You're pretty much going to get mowed over by the Buffalo Core with it. Like, they're just aggressive. See, like, I can't really move away from them. And if you start moving away, then sometimes you miss the enemy. There we go. That's a little bit better. Can I have to adjust the scepter as well? So yeah, this weapon is a little testy. I don't know. Let's go over to Wizards, and I'm gonna show you how to get it as well. So we're gonna head over to Wizards. So the weapon is actually a Wizard boss drop. What I've heard is it's a 1 in 4,000. Whether or not that's true is up in the air. It could be a lot less. My guess is a lot less because there's a lot of them out right now. Kind of feels to me like it's 1 in 1,000. I could be wrong. I mean, I'm being told it's 1 in 4,000. I just see so many people with these that I don't think it is 1 in 4,000 because that's a lot of kills, you know, but it could be. It could be. So now we're on Wizard Island. I'm going to show you real quick against these little wizard guys. So we're going to show with the title Spellbook. I'm going to pretty much one-shot these. So I'm going to run up to these guys. There's one right here. Shoot him. He's gone, right? One shot in him. No problem. Easy kills. Another easy kill there. Okay, now let's switch to the scepter. I took 2 hits because I stopped. I couldn't move. Okay, so it's a little bit longer. I'm taking hits right here. I'm practically dying. It's just slightly off, and it shouldn't be slightly off, and it shouldn't even be equal to the title in my opinion. I feel like these should be vaporized. So they definitely need to tweak it a bit if they decide to. Hopefully they will, but I'm just about dead here. So let me go and heal up, and I'm going to show you the wizard boss now. And the wizard boss is actually really easy to kill with the spellbook. I pretty much just mow him down within like, I think about 10 seconds with the title. Now, the question is, should they reduce the title's damage? I mean, that's the question, right? Is the adjustment that they need to make is just to reduce title spellbook a bit? Could be as simple as that. I don't want them to do that because I like it, but it could be as simple as nerfing these other weapons damage. I just don't think that's a good idea, but it could be the way to go. I just feel like, why not just make this a little bit more powerful, you know? So let's go ahead and show you this wizard boss. So he has 2 attacks. This one's pretty easy to avoid. You might still get hit. Now, when he does this little throw kind of attack, when he has like the one arm kind of like he's throwing a baseball, then you know to back up, just back up a little bit, and then you can just kind of, you know, come back in. But when he pulls both of his hands up, then you know he's going to do, see like that? See how he pulls his hands up? Then you want to back up a little bit, just go to the side. You will take some damage. It's not too bad. These are the hard ones. These are hard hitting ones. This is when he's trying to throw a baseball look. That's the hard hitting ones. You want to back up a little bit. So this is the static, right? So we're killing him with this. It's actually pretty cool killing him with this, but I'm seeing how I'm taking damage like crazy. Oh, I mean, I'm going to die. So I gotta switch. All right. So we use that. I didn't get anything cool. I did get a green page. I've been getting a lot of pages lately. I've gotten like so many blue pages and stuff. Look at my blue pages. But that is how you get the static weapon. Price wise, as of this video, they were going for about 30 million a piece. I think they're going to be dropping. So here's a little bit of information on this. So to get to Wizard Island, it does require level 25, right? So you need combat level 25 here to be able to access Wizard Island. Here's the thing. When you're thinking about value here, Wizard Island is not even half as much XP required. So level 50 requires like 13 times the XP required to get to level 25. Hopefully that makes sense. So what I'm trying to say is, compared to getting to level 25, you have to do this almost like 13 times. It's almost like you're leveling up to 25 13 times to get to 50. That tells you how many players are actually likely to be level 50, right? Obviously, you're going to have more players at level 25 than you are at 50. So diamond portal shards are going for about 8 million to 10 million right now. So typically you see them about 8 to 9 million. Based on that information, that it is a drop by Core, who is a level 50 mob. This is a level 25 mob. This scepter here, I don't really know what the, I can't remember what the drop rate is for the portal shard for diamond, but I know it's got to be somewhere around here because you don't get it that often. My assumption is that this weapon here is going to be worth less than the diamond portal shard. So what I would actually recommend is keep selling them. If you have them, go ahead and sell them right away. I'll probably sell this one back just because, you know, it's going to be cheaper later. I bought this one. I did not earn this. I did not borrow this one. I actually spent 30 million coins for this one. So shout out to Dr. Kika1234 for selling this to me for 30 million. So I'm probably going to, you know, actually go and sell this one and buy another one later. So I think the best thing to do is sell it right now so that when it does go down in price, you can actually get it for cheaper. I think this is going to probably be worth about 5 million to 7 million for a while. I would say by next week. I think by next week it's going to be a lot cheaper. There's going to be a lot more of these in the economy, and I don't think it's going to be that expensive to get eventually. So definitely keep grinding for it. And obviously, if the devs decide to actually, you know, make some changes to it, they will. So now let's head over to the scorpions, and I'm going to show you how long it takes to kill scorpions versus the title. I think the title, it requires like 3 hits with the scorpions. Let's go check. So, okay, so I've got the title out. Let's go and hit these 3 times. Third shot. Okay, it's 4 shots. It's 4 shots. So 4 shots to kill the scorpion. Let's go find the other one that's hiding over here, and we'll see how long it takes. I'm probably going to take some damage. Oh my gosh, I'm dying. Oh no. Oh my gosh, I almost died. Dude. So yeah, it definitely needs some buffing. This weapon needs to be buffed, or I don't know. I actually just don't think it's a very powerful weapon yet. So hopefully they'll tweak it a bit. Stay tuned for that if they do, if they make an update. It might be a secret update, so you might not even know they updated it. So just keep an eye on it. So like I said, keep grinding for this. This is one of the most expensive items in the game besides the fish trophy. Now, if you're thinking about trading your fish trophy for this weapon, I would not do that. I would not trade your fish trophy for this. Some people are trying to trade for, you know, fish trophies. I would actually trade this in a heartbeat for a fish trophy because guess what? Fish trophy is limited. This is not. So this is going to go down in price. Fish trophy is going to pretty much stay or go up. So I would not trade this for a fish trophy. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button and smash the subscribe button if you're new. And I will see you all in the next vid. Peace. I feel like this needs batteries.